management. But over my 20 years of experience, I have seen majority of the time the projects. The reason, I'll tell you. The organization fails because, we'll talk about the reason. Employees fail within the department because of the same reason. Now, what is that one point which from my experience I can say is the main driving force behind the failure of any organization, any employee, or any project? Why do projects fail? Now, when we talk, consider different aspects which are involved in the project management, but major fail, departments fail, and organizations fail. The common purpose is never met or well defined. What do you mean by common purpose? When an employee is working with an organization, he has a purpose behind joining the organization. He has a different kind of which he believes the organization would fulfill, not in only terms of monetary aspect, in terms of salary, reward, recognition as such, but also we spoke about whenever an employee joins your organization, it's not only about the intelligent quotient or emotional quotient. The employees are looking for the spiritual quotient, the SQs. So along the IQs, EQs, the SQ is one of the driving force. Now, what is the SQ? Is the spiritual quotient, which is the purpose, which is the higher call. What is the higher call? Is the common aspect which finds overlapping with the organizational goal or organization's vision or mission. When the vision and mission and the objective or the growth aspect of an employee gets aligned with an organization's or a project's or a department's vision, mission, and the growth aspects, there is a common goal. The organization has a goal. The employee too has a goal. The best organizations are those which finds the overlapping goal. It's the simple which we did in the mathematics, the set A union B. So what does that mean? You have the organizational goal, you have the employee goal. Now, if these both goals are miles apart, then it is not a common goal. The closer the organization works towards bringing this organization goal with the employee's goal, not only that it overlaps, it is like A union B, right? So it cannot be that the 100 object organization has to meet with 100 goals that the employee might be having. But it is true that out of 100, that 20 goals or 30 goals which the organization has, the employee also finds overlapping with 30 or 20 or 15 goals. 20, 15 goals are matched, they become a common goal. So when the organization is looking for a growth, if that growth is driving the employee also, the employee puts in greater effort towards driven and they are more contributive. Whereas if the projects are, it is something a job only, and the employees don't feel connected because they believe their contribution is not going to bring anything for them. Means to take a project leader to the next level of promotion, recognition, we find that the project leader puts in more effort, works more hard, and is driving the force behind the success of it because he can correlate the success of the project to his own success. So whenever you have a project being assigned, which you have to work with your team, please sit down with your team, talk about it, explain why this project has been assigned to your department, what are the kind of requirement, technical, psychological, physical involvement is required to make this project success. Break down the project into smaller parts subordinate, every team member can co. When that happens, they have a very clear vision, they have a clear understanding of the project. Yes, the project might be big, which involves 100 employees, but that first employee or that 15th employee out of that 100 employee finds, see, out of the success of this big project, this is a part where this will bring me to, you know, like when a project or a product is successful, the project designer might believe that feel, the more look and feel better of the product, the acceptability, the user experience changes. Product goes successful, the designer believes that his design has been so flawless that the user has found it so to use that their application is being accepted without any escalations, without any difficulty as to how to operate that application and so on. When the product is working, the software is working very smoothly, very securely, the programmers, they start believing that there it is because of their strong programs, the strong coding capability, that the program is running so securely, it is not breaking off, it is not shutting down, or it is not creating any problem. Now, when this application or the software being used by an organization brings in more revenue to the client is happy, the business becomes happy that the kind of effort that they have put in designing or defining the business model within the business cycle or the business requirement within the product, they feel that they have been able to understand the market, they have been able to understand successfully the client's requirement, and they have been able to convey that message to the designer, to the programmer, to the graphic team, to all the teams involved. And the success of, see, the product is single one product, but when it becomes successful, every department and every subordinate associated with that department or the functionality becomes very happy, because then they find themselves correlated to the success of the product. With the success of the product or the service or the success of the organization, it impacts each department which contributed towards the success in terms of rewards, in terms of recognition, in terms of promotion, in terms of more responsibility, and better than off in terms of more project from the clients or its competitors even. So when you explain the project, it's all about a partnership. We talk about partnership everywhere, every relationship, whether it's with the husband or the wife, or the subordinates and the directors, the team members and the team leaders. See, we are talking about a partnership. How well you understand the partnership, how well you understand how one partner impacts the other, action of one partner impacts the action of other partner, and how the impact of one partner impacts the whole overall impact of the revenue model, the other partner understands. And when this model is very clear, they contribute towards minimizing defect, maximizing profit, and overall growth of the organization. Now, this might be a difficult challenge for the directors, the leaders, but it is not that difficult. Honestly speaking, it is not difficult. When a project comes in, when an assignment is given, when a new functionality or a new department is handed over to you, you need to have an open discussion. It's a partnership. You, your subordinates, your team's growth, national growth, and overall growth. So each part of the partnership has to be understood. Each part of the partnership has to be cleared. Have a talk to them. Try to see how each can contribute. Try to find